You want to slide your hips this way.
I don't know what's more challenging, actually being the athlete or being the coach. It's very full circle to be able to coach him and get involved in the sport again, and it's wonderful because I didn't ask him to do it, he just asked if he could.
Stefenie Shaw's 7-year-old son, Ryder, could not have a better wrestling role model than his mother, a 3-time high school All-American, multiple-time national champion, Pan Am Games medalist, and twice a 4th-place finisher at the U.S. Olympic wrestling trials, the first time in 2004, when Shaw was just a junior at Waterford High School.
I was 17 and my dad and I literally were just like, well, you qualified, do you want to go? And I was like, I'm not on that level. And he's like, well, what if we just went? Who cares what happens? And I was like, cool. So like there was no pressure.
Back home in Connecticut, Shaw faced a mixed reaction to being a female wrestler, supported and embraced in Waterford, but often encountering something different outside her hometown.
I would go to tournaments and coaches would yell at me, or kids would harass me, or we'd be at duels and they'd be screaming, it's just a girl. And then very shortly after they'd be yelling, oh God, she's strong. And anytime I faced any level of adversity, my team was always there for me. Waterford was incredibly supportive. They were wonderful. My father was my youth coach and I grew up with my team. I was excluded from a tournament and it was like a private all-boys school. It was a big deal for my team and I actually was not allowed to go wrestle in it because I was female. So my team actually went and wrestled and many of my teammates won or placed and they gave me their medals because they felt that it wasn't right that they got medals and I wasn't allowed to go when they knew I would have placed.
Retired from wrestling for 9 years, the challenges and stress of cutting weight is about the only thing Shaw doesn't miss from her days training and competing.
I miss the team. I miss practices. I miss the ease with which wrestling made me feel every day. Wrestling is like a home base for me. It was a stress reliever. It was a place where I could go to feel comfortable. Wrestling taught me everything I needed in life to be successful like I am today. And I literally probably wouldn't be where I am without wrestling because all of the adversity I've faced in life, wrestling taught me how to handle.
This weekend's first ever CIAC Girls Wrestling Invitational is a welcome development, says the woman who went from Waterford High School student to Wrestling Hall of Famer.
We're trying to get as many people to wrestling as possible, and that's how you grow the sport. That's how you get people involved. Now you have a gym full of people that are there for the boys and the girls, and they get to watch the girls and see what the girls can do. And that's how you create a fan base. That's how you create interest into a sport, and that's how you get more girls wrestling. If you're brave enough to be female in today's world and put on some spandex and go run around and sweat on some other people and not care, good for you. You know what you can do in life when you can handle adverse situations? It's amazing things you can do.